Hello, my name is Central Strong, aka Kiddo Central. I'm back with another YouTube video, and this video I really want to press on this point because it's been on my mind for quite some time. And in this video, I really want to go over what I believe a man is and how I believe a woman is just as valuable as a man in any situation, in any relationship, and how we should honestly treat each other equally. Growing up, I was really taught that a man should always be the head. A man should always tell this person how to do this and how to do that. They're supposed to be the one in charge per se. And in a sense, that's traditional masculinity. That was masculinity throughout time. And as I got older, I noticed that toxic masculinity was a very accepted thing back then. And I really want to say, and I'm a straight man, I'm a heterosexual man, yes I am, that I really don't agree with those type of traditional roles. I don't really agree with the traditional idea that a man should and only make every and any decision in the household. I believe that the woman, the wife, the girlfriend, whatever, should have just as much as a say in a decision as much as the man. And I understand, a man's supposed to provide, a man's supposed to lead, a man's supposed to be in charge. And in a sense, I'm not saying that is bad. No, I'm not. What I am saying is that a man shouldn't only be the one doing those things. I believe a woman can be the breadwinner of the household. I believe a woman can be just as much of a leader as a man. I believe a woman can play just as an important role and do just as good as a man in a head slash leader type of position in just about anything. If it's a career, if it's a team with intersexual, not intersexual, but men and women being on the same team, if it's just a team with the same gender, I feel like both genders can be just as valuable and as good as leaders in any and everything. And in society, we kind of made it where, toxic feminism is a thing, yes, but we made it where toxic masculinity is pretty much, the way how things been for decades, and it seems like that we're standing up against that, and we should stand up against toxic feminism as well. But coming from a man, in my perspective and my experiences, I'm here to really say that if you're someone that really just believes that your wife should submit to you, your wife or your girlfriend should just listen to literally everything you say and do exactly everything you say and how you say it, that is not healthy. And if you have that type of energy and that type of funk, your relationships, your friendships, anything that you have with a woman will not last, and it's going to backfire on you massively. And you may not see that right now, but I promise you, I think you should stop while you're ahead. And this is another thing as well. If you're a man and you're leading a bunch of other men that may not be as skilled or as talented as you, or they may not be in a leadership role, they may not be some starter or some sport team, but you're supposed to lead, you're supposed to help other men, trash talking down on them, ridiculing them, judging them, being overly aggressive isn't gonna make them better. Now, you should correct people, but you should be respectful when you correct people. You should point out things that you notice that someone can improve on if they ask you for help. And sometimes it's okay to give unsolicited advice as well, but it's how you do it. If I start insulting you and calling you names and belittling you when I clearly see you doing the best that you can, that's not going to probably help you. If anything, it's just going to upset you. And all you're going to do is fight back and go against me until I back off. And that's for a woman and that's for a man. We all want to be treated equally. And other men want to be treated equally by other men. If someone's not doing a good job and you see them doing their best, you have to be patient. It's not going to take a day or month or year even to master something. It might not even take a decade. It takes time. And it's not me being sensitive, it's not me being soft, it's me being logical. It's me saying, hey, I'm a man and I want to be treated with respect. Because I'm a male, that doesn't mean I want to fight and argue every single day. That doesn't mean I like, freaking wrestling my friends down to the dirt. That doesn't mean I'm freaking gonna scream every time I gotta make a point. That doesn't mean my wife has to submit to me. And if I don't let my wife, my girlfriend doesn't submit to me, and I don't want them to, that doesn't make me soft. That doesn't make me less of a man. It just makes me who I am. Masculinity is just, in my mind, masculinity is a man who provides, yes, a man who just doesn't provide, but have patience, have tolerance, knows how to treat people, does their best in any and everything that they do. A man, a true masculine man, is a man that doesn't have to yell and scream and fight and gnash with everyone to get their point across. A man in masculinity, in my sense, is a man that can talk to someone with respect and with maturity and still get their point across. A man is someone who would defend himself and those who he loves. And a man is someone who does his best, and may not be perfect all the time. He may not be able to pay every single bill on time, but he'll do his best to pay the bills as he go. And he might be late sometimes, but he'll still end up paying that bill. A man is someone who doesn't feel ashamed for asking for help or asking for assistance. That's not a weakness, that's intelligent. That's actually being vulnerable. Vulnerability, as I got older, I realized that's a strength. A really important strength that a lot of men tend to purposely avoid. And it hurts them at the end. No one, and I mean no one, no matter how masculine they are, has done everything alone independently. No one has done independently everything alone. Someone and everyone has asked for help at some point. So if you ask for assistance and you know you're doing your best and you really just need some assistance with something, don't feel ashamed. Don't feel like you're less of a man. You're still a man. You're still a human being. And I want to really say this for the men out there that are really doing their best. You should never really hit a woman either. If a woman hits you, you shouldn't really hit her back. And I'm saying that because biologically, you already get the point with the biological understanding of a man and a woman, with the physicality of just our nature. And because of that, you should have the strength and the patience to not hit a woman if she hits you or disrespects you. Yes, you should approach her. Yes, you should get your point across. Yes, you should address the situation. But if she hits you, I think it's okay to hold her hands and just walk away. That's a very down low thing to do. If you're a man, I really don't feel like there's really any situation where you should hit a woman. Just my opinion. And if she hits you, you can still make it where she stopped hitting you without hitting her back. And that's just my insight. And for the woman, whoever sees this as a woman, I really don't think you should just hit your man because he does something you don't agree with. I mean, I can understand lashing out and hitting him if he's cheating on you several times and he has done abusive things to you. But if he made an honest mistake and he didn't try to intentionally harm you, I don't think it's okay for you to just smack him across the face because he's not going to hit you back. So that is my insight of manhood and what I believe is a man. A man is someone who does his best and, he bites without barking. He does his best and he fights without screaming and yelling and talking so much stuff while he does what he does. It's understandable to complain sometimes and vent. Not really complain, but vent. Men can vent. Women can vent. Woman can cry. Man can cry. Those societal things that we normalize as traditional masculinity has really made a lot of men depressed and defeated and suicidal and lonely. So I'm here to tell you, live your life. Be who you truly are if you're not hurting anyone else. And if you're not living the standards that most society think is a man or a masculine man, don't listen to that. Just keep doing you. If you're doing your best to do good and you're doing the best to respect yourself, respect your loved ones, your family, your friends, and everybody, and you're still holding your ground no matter how hard life gets, you're a man. And that goes for women too. If you're doing that, you're a woman. That's all I gotta say. Stay strong, stay you, and I hope you like this video. Thank you for watching.